Hey everybody, back again. This is me, G Bear, and like I said earlier, I'll be bringing you guys the last battle for the night. As you guys can see, I'll be battling Sean again, and there's going to be a single battle, and there are the Pokemon that I said that I made for you guys. Well, I made. They're not new, of course, but I've never had them before, so they're new to me. But let's get this started. Some of the sets I kind of tried out of the Pokemon I made. I just kind of thought it would work and just put it together. And some are pretty standard. So anyway, this is a Rhydon, max attack, max HP, and Eviolite. Now I've never battled any other Rhydons. I don't know what their sets are. I'm assuming this is like the usual set. Um, but anyway, I decided to go for the Stone Edge. I was actually a bit surprised on the Swoobat. I thought it was going to be the same Swoobat that I run with the whole Endeavor shenanigans and all that type of stuff. But it wasn't, so luckily I got that guy out of the way pretty fast before he got to do too much. So he switches into Tentacruel. I decided to stay in because this is the second time I actually battled his Tentacruel, and I kind of had an idea that it would start setting up the barrier. So I just went for the drill run. And no, I don't have Earthquake because, as you guys can see, I do a lot of multi-battles, and it sucks when you can't really use any of your ground moves because they're all Earthquake. So, with a Rhydon, I just decided to teach him Drill Run instead of Earthquake. Um, so yeah, I just decided to go into Weavile because I was pretty sure that this guy was max HP, max special defense, so he didn't really have a lot of special attack investment. I was pretty sure I can survive one or two hits from it. So I decided to set up the Hone's Claws, and he goes for another barrier. Yeah, Sean at times gets pretty greedy with the bulk or attack buff or whatever you want to call it. I just go for the knockoff, which actually did a bit more than I thought it would do because I really thought I was going to have a hard problem with this guy when I saw that he kept setting up the barriers. So anyway, now he goes for the Giga Drain, and it kind of sucks now because he does have a lot of defense buff or defensive raises or whatever you want to call it. So now I'm just kind of going for the flinches. And luckily I do get the flinch on the first one, so that worked out perfectly. So I decided to test my luck again, and hopefully, yeah, I don't care what you guys say, I am fishing for hacks right now. I need the flinches because I want this guy gone. And thankfully Sean misclicks. He actually did not mean to click barrier again. So yeah, down goes the Tentacruel thanks to his misclick. And I'm pretty sure hadn't he done that, he would have took out my Weavile. So now he goes into Haxorus. I already knew Haxorus had the Focus Sash, but I already knew I had somebody for that Haxorus, even though he was going to get the +1 attack and speed with this Dragon Dance. So I wasn't too worried about it. But at times like this, I do wish I had Ice Shard. Luckily, it wasn't too bad of a... I wasn't in too bad of a situation. Because I still have my Rhydon. There we go. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. All right. So now the Rhydon's in here. Even though he's +1 in attack, I knew I can eat any hit that he had to give to me. He did do a bit more than I wanted to, thanks to the Dragon Dance. But still, Rhydon just completely ate that Earthquake up. And I actually do have another Rhydon, which is more of a defensive set that I really didn't get to try out just yet. Anyway, he goes into Manectric, and I already knew it was just going to Mega Evolve, so I just go ahead and switch out, completely forgetting about the Flamethrower, expecting him to Mega Evolve just to get the attack drop on me. So he finally goes ahead and Mega Evolves and gets the Intimidate, but it doesn't really matter too much about Tangrowth because his main attacking move is, his only stab move is a special attack, which is Giga Drain, which is actually another weird set. This Tangrowth is actually Tickle, Growth, Knockoff, and Giga Drain. I did not know that Leech Seed was an egg move, so I just had to kind of substitute something in there for it. But it works out sometimes when I need it to. Anyway, so yeah, down goes the Tangrowth thanks to that Flamethrower. And I decided to go back into Rhydon. He did not want to switch out, So he just decided to go for the flamethrower. I guess he was fishing for the burn right there. I forgot to ask him. And yeah, I could take him out with the drill run there. So yeah, Rhydon's in here just putting in work. He goes out into his Gudra, and I didn't want to take any moves, but I really didn't have anyone else I could switch out into. So I was just kind of hoping I can tank it, but you know, Rhydon's special defense is pretty garbage, and even though I'm Eviolite, the crit really didn't matter. He was going to take me out regardless. So I now go into my Blastoise, which this one is actually max attack, max speed. I usually run it with the Choice Scarf set so I can get that full power water spout. But yeah, with the Mega Blastoise, I can't really use water spout to my full advantage because he's modest nature, so I can't really outspeed most Pokemon like I want to. Anyway, luckily I survived that thunder there, and I can retaliate and just take it out with the Dragon Pulse. I'm just kind of disappointed in Blastoise. I think Blastoise is not as good as they could have made him. Anyway, so he goes into Volcarona, and right now I'm just like, oh crap, I knew he was going to Quiver Dance, so I really wanted to get the Confusion on his Water Pulse, because, you know, if he Quiver Dances, everyone knows, I don't even have to explain, everyone knows how really threatening Volcarona is, especially with those Quiver Dances. Luckily I do snag that Confusion now, so it worked out for me, and he's going to take out my Blastoise, but, you know, Blastoise did whatever he needed to do, so he can go. And now I send in Chandelure because I knew the only moves he had was, I believe it was the normal set, Giga Drain, you know, some type of fire move, and Bug Buzz. But anyway, he hurt himself in Confusion, so he didn't get to do anything anyway, and I am Choice Spec. So yeah, that thing was going to be gone. I hope you guys did enjoy that battle. I know I didn't get to use, well, actually I did use all the Pokemon. The only one I didn't get to use was Ambipom, which you guys have already seen him in battle before. So now that I have my new teams, I will be asking for more battles. So just if you have me on Facebook or Twitter, which I really don't get on, or if you want to battle me, you guys can, you know, leave a comment or whatever. Anyway, like, share the video, and thumbs it up, and I just hope you guys have a wonderful night. This is G Bear.